That's why his head is so big. It's full of secrets. We made it to the finale of this godforsaken show. Yes! We're still in Greece for the longest rose ceremony ever. I'm starting to feel like the last time I actually went to Greece. Yeah, this is beautiful, but can we go now? I really miss McDonald's. The three guys are standing in line and they're all posing the same exact way. Like they seriously look like a 90s R&B album cover. They're literally all standing like this, like... The final two roses go to Jed Y'all and Patrick Swayze. And just like that, the show got way less sexier. We cut to the live studio audience and Oh Holiness is sitting with pilot Porny Peter. And seriously, where does this guy get his spray tans? It's so even and perfect. Hannah Basic comes out and they're reunited for the first time since Greece. She tells us that she lied about them having sex in a windmill twice, and that it was actually 4 times. 4. Listen, Hannah Basic, I love you and I respect your decisions, but if a guy has sex with you 4 times in one day, you hold on to that forever. That's like a quote from The Notebook, I think. Pilot Porny Peter's dad is in the audience and he's like crying tears of joy at this news. Like, I'm finally passing the torch to my son. The 9-inch girthy torch of our family. I love you, boy. We cut back to Greece and it's finally time for the top 2 to meet Hannah Basic's family. Oh, wow. Her mom looks like an extra in a Shania Twain music video and her dad is like 50% Keith Urban, 50% Santa Claus, and 100% the same exact voice as Cleveland Brown from Family Guy.
I'm no meteorologist, but I'm pretty sure it's raining bitches.
It's just all about the hooking up.
They also both have the most chilling blue eyes. It's haunting. Patrick Swayze meets them first, and of course everybody is in absolute love with him. Later on, he says goodbye to Hannah Basic, and he says, love you, like 30 times, which is basically the same amount of times I've listened to Never Really Over in the past 2 days. Jed Y'all meets the family after, and it doesn't go, what's the word, good. Mr. and Mrs. Basic grill Jed Y'all about his financial plan, and I have to say, I really feel for the guy right now. Hannah Basic is so stressed that her parents are crazy about Patrick Swayze. Wow, I did not even mean to rhyme. And they're like kind of sweating over Jed Y'all. So she goes outside to contemplate and solemnly drink red wine. You know, like Cersei. Can I just say this is the exact moment that I knew Jed Y'all would win, because the Bachelor overlords always give the second place person a perfect angel beautiful edit in the last episode because they want to try to trip you up. It's time for Patrick Swayze's last date, and you know you're hot when you just wear like a blank t-shirt and jeans and you literally look like the face of a cologne commercial. At the end of the night, they violently make out and he throws her around like a rag doll. I maybe rewatched this 3 times. We get to Jed Y'all's last date, and seriously, how many pink leather jackets can one girl own? Finally, we get to the last day of the show. I'm emotional. Both guys pick out an engagement ring, and Patrick Swayze picks out this really obnoxiously flashy one because he says Hannah Basic is loud and proud. I swear to God, if my future fiance says that I'm loud and proud and gets me a really ugly ring, I will put 10 ugly rings on all my fingers and just like punch him in the face. Jed Y'all picks his cursed ring, and we get straight to it. Hannah Basic is getting driven to the proposal site, and our girl is having a full-on panic attack. She asks the driver to stop the car, and she quite literally tumbles out and just doesn't get up. She just stays on an abandoned Greek street for like 5 minutes. Like, she is really being a dramatic 3-year-old right now, but it is such a mood. First out of the car is Patrick Swayze, and I think we all know what that means. He's an angel. He's an angel from heaven, and you're just gonna... He starts giving this rehearsed love speech, and Hannah Basic cuts him off. And after a really long pause, I think he gets the message. She just looks him in the eye and says, I love someone else. Patrick Swayze handles this with absolute grace, and it's really sad seeing the moment that Hannah Basic will regret for the rest of her life. It's Jed Y'all's turn, and of course dude has his guitar with him. Like, what if she didn't pick him? Would he still commit to playing a song? I hate everything about you! Hannah Basic and all 47 of her teeth confess their love to Jed Y'all. It really bothers me the way she says you. She's like, I love you. You're the one I picked. It's you. I love you. Shut the hell up. The couple is engaged for approximately 3 seconds, and this is where the real meat of the episode begins. We cut to the live studio audience, and seriously, every audience member is just this vague white woman with hair only curled at the bottom. With the exception of Demi Lovato. What is my icon doing there? And she's sitting next to Demi from The Bachelor. Is this a tale of two Demis? Am I dreaming? We get a brief montage of what Jed Y'all and Hannah Basic have been up to since the finale, and let me just sum it up for you. He had a girlfriend the whole time, proposed to another girl while he had a pre-existing relationship. How is that okay? Hannah Basic is chilling in this gorgeous Los Angeles Airbnb, and Jed Y'all comes to visit her to talk this whole thing out. He seems to have grown his fade haircut out, and that just makes him so much less hot to me, you know? It's like, either have the same haircut as G-Eazy, or get the hell out of my face. Hannah Basic confronts him about the whole girlfriend thing. Jed Y'all hits her with the classic, "It wasn't exclusive." This is where his transformation into an absolute lying fuckboy begins. I'm also not sure if he's been wearing an assortment of beaded bracelets this whole time, or if his lying fuckboyness just made them appear out of thin air. He tells Hannah Basic, "I ended it in my heart, but not verbally." What? She finally takes off her engagement ring, and the live studio audience goes absolutely wild. Like, did a relationship just end, or is Stone Cold Steve Austin in the building? We're back in the studio, and everyone is here. It's actually sad watching Hannah Basic talk to Jed Y'all about all of this, because he's just apologizing to her so hard, and it's clear that she's very hurt and still not completely over him. Jed Y'all finally leaves forever, and Hannah Basic calls herself hella strong. And if Demi Lovato doesn't immediately start singing Sorry Not Sorry, then what is she even doing here? Oh Holiness finally brings out Patrick Swayze, and he tells Hannah Basic that he was so nervous before the finale that he just kept throwing up. And this is a good thing, because he used to throw up before all his big football games. I don't know if that's cute or problematic. Hannah Basic sadly asks him for a drink, which, like, hello? He deserves to be more than your second pick. Like, look at his face. Look at his cheekbones. Just look. Still, he's interested, and just like that, the season ends on a hopeful note.